Hi, I'm glad you're here. This week I'd like to talk about trends in managing stress. And the first one that really comes to mind that I want to focus on here is mindfulness. And you may have noticed that mindfulness is really being systematically integrated into psychology, both clinical and IO psychology in terms of our work in organizations. Nationwide, it's becoming popular as well. It was actually featured on the cover of Time magazine for February 3 this year. The work of John Kabat-Zinn on mindfulness-based stress reduction at MIT has really brought this into the mainstream as an academic process. And also to illustrate that, there were over 477 scientific journal articles on mindfulness in just 2012 alone. Meditation goes beyond mindfulness, and it's one of the best strategies for managing stress, and it's easy to do. I mean, it can be done anywhere. Physical benefits that have been reported: improvement in physiology, increase in alpha brainwaves, decrease in cortisol, decrease in DHEA production, which is involved in aging, decrease in heart rate and blood pressure, and 70% fewer medical problems, which is a pretty impressive list. Psychological benefits: there's empirical evidence for effective emotion regulation in the brain, increased positive affect, and decreased anxiety and negative affect. So there's a decrease in stress and anxiety, and that's one reason why it's so popular. There's a really good article in the library by Shapiro, Carlson, Aston, and Friedman. It's called Mechanisms of Mindfulness, and they focus on these three mechanisms, or these three key components, and it's intention, or what's the purpose. So in a meditation, and be what's the purpose of meditation. For example, I meditate to lower stress and blood pressure. Attention, focus on breathing, and in mindfulness, that's literally, it's, I'm breathing in, I'm breathing out, so you're literally paying attention to your breathing. And then attitude describes the quality of attention. And one way to describe that is that the attention is with open heart and open mind, and that mindfulness is approached with openness and a compassionate quality. Practicing meditation is fairly simple. I really like Deepak Chopra's modifications, and he says, number one, you have to physically be comfortable, because if you're not, you won't do it, and I think that's really true. So if a person can't really sit in a lotus position, they shouldn't do it. They should sit in a chair, and you can still have good posture sitting in a chair to meditate. And you focus on the breathing. There can be as simple as just you think, I'm breathing in, I'm breathing out. Or it could be a focus on a mantra. Thoughts come and go. That's a normal part of the process. Most report around 20 to 30 minutes twice a day is ideal. There are common types. I've experienced. I was introduced to meditation through transcendental meditation, and it used a mantra. And then there's mantra meditations. I like Deepak Chopra's primordial sound meditation, which he brought back from India and modified for people in the United States, and I think that's one reason why it works so well. Mindfulness, where you don't necessarily have to have a mantra. There's also Sufi meditations that focus more on breathing rather than mantras. And Deepak Chopra has at his website, Chopra.com, he periodically offers what he calls the 21-day meditation challenge. And this is where you sign up, you just give them your name, your email address, there's no charge, and each day for 21 days they send you a guided meditation, and they're very high quality. And his philosophy is that if you do it for 21 days, you form a habit that'll be lasting. So I recommend this. I've done I think 3 or 4 now, and they've all been very good, very high quality. There's also just relaxation exercises, which are not considered meditations, but they're very comparable. Progressive muscle relaxation is the most common. It's a process where you tighten and then loosen muscles progressively. Start at the top with your head and move down to your toes, literally. And it relies on this contrast to help a person relax, and usually it takes about 20-30 minutes to do that. I've provided this link here where they give some examples of these type of exercises if you'd like to try them out. So, and this is in the transcript I posted in the class. I've got the references I've used. Also, Ron Alexander, his book Wise Mind, Open Mind is, I recommend that. He's a clinical psychologist, also trained as a Buddhist monk, and so he does a very good job of bringing meditation to people in the West. And then the Chopra Center. I've got Shapiro's article in here. I didn't list the source, but David G, and it's spelled J-I, David G, has a new book out called Secrets of Meditation, which is another one that I recommend is very good. So, thank you.